Hey, I'm Harmony Chea, and today I'm taking you through the looks of Guarded Phases of the Moon. We're gonna start with the artist photo shoot, then moving into Sunset Sippin, and ending with the live concert and also the merch that is Harm's Charms, which is my Guarded collection.
It's true, we're both too tired and stretched thin, but you can't let communication fail.
In the past few years, all of the times I've traveled to the States centered around music. So that meant me attending music festivals or some of my artists' favorite concerts. And I really admired how they would do the rollout on social media to get the attendees excited for their live performance. And I wanted to bring that back here. So I thought, who best could I work with to really get my vision expressed, and I collaborated with Favor This, and most notably for my looks in this concert was Rissa. So shout out to Rissa, she's a Leo sun just like me. And I also wanted to do the photo shoot so I could use it as a portfolio just moving forward and thinking about all the projects that I've had in the past, and also for all the artists in the concert that were the opening acts involved, something they could take away after the live performance, things they could use, the photos to promote their own music too. So just continuing to uplift their career as well. So going back to Rissa, one thing I love about her is she's always prepared and she's always gonna bring me a printout of a mood board. So I love to use Pinterest, and we would just go back and forth with text messaging, and she would choose the ones again that she felt would look the best in the outfits I was gonna wear. So this was actually something she did print out. Of course, we got Sabrina Carpenter on there, Kehlani, and all looks that would just brighten up my features of my face, something very glowy and ethereal. And I have 3 looks from this shoot, so we're gonna go through them now. Okay, I wanna talk about the look on my face first. So we did end up going with the color blue, and I remember Rissa asking me like, Harm, how adventurous are you feeling right now? Because in all the times I have worked with her in the past, it hasn't been too vibrant of a color. And I was just saying that, hey, I'm down to try whatever. And it looks so well to put together with just the color scheme. I wouldn't really think that that shade of blue would match too well with the purple, just because I've never experimented, but it turned out well. Some other details here is that I'm holding my Oracle cards from my deck. The nails are actually custom press-ons made by Marin, and even the gloves I have were made locally too. They're like from knitwear. Other details are the garter that I'm wearing and the bodysuit, as well as the sheer long sleeve coat thingy that I'm wearing, and it's showing my tattoos, which I really, really loved. I remember feeling in this moment a little nervous because it is a little bit promiscuous, but with the help of Favor This and my friends that were in the room, I felt so supported, and I knew that, okay, I'm mentally ready to go through the next looks. Here, I'm feeling very fun and in my skin at this point, especially because I'm wearing pants. I'm a pants girl and I'll always feel cozy in them. I also added on some shoes, which are my Adidas footwear that are black and purple that I got in Japan. I knew prior to this shoot that this was something that was gonna be a part of Guarded in the journey because purple was just the prominent color. Here I also changed my top, and I'm just wearing this, again, white top to accentuate my curves here in this area. But most of all, I really just love how put together I am to go with the clouds that I'm standing on and that they're also above me. In my last look, I look so serious here, but this moment was just so funny because we could not get the bubbles right. I remember we had 3 different people try blowing the bubbles, but it wasn't blowing in the right direction until my older brother Hunter actually stepped up on the stool and did it. Like many other things he's so talented at. And at this point, I added on some more purple accents. So I had this like corset top that really accentuated my torso. I think I look good there. What you also see on my head here is a custom bunny ear beanie. So I got this originally because the concert was supposed to take place in 2023, which was Year of the Rabbit. And I'm also born in Year of the Rabbit, but it ended up just being really cute and fun and serious but unserious at the same time. That's it for the artist photo shoot. This experience meant a lot to me because I was nervous, but left the experience feeling very confident just with the amount of support I had in the room. And the feedback that I got from the opening acts too was that this is something they've never done before. And it felt really refreshing to know that we were on that same journey together and growing in our comfortability, being performative in the shoot, but then also moving it to the stage later on.
Drive me crazy, but I'm still in love with you. Break me down, that's all you do. Make me feel important, but only for a moment. I can never win with you, and all I ever wanna do.
Now we've made it to Sunset Sippin. This is a series that I plan to do throughout my career where I perform my original music, but the one that took place last year was actually the first session where I performed live with my band, and also it was a thank you to the sponsors of Guarded Faces of the Moon. Okay, I'm gonna take you through the looks of Sunset Sippin, but I wanna start with this really cute video that I have, just a little BTS moment with Rissa, who I talked about, right, in the artist photo shoot, and also Abby. She's another Leo, so this is such a Leo glam squad moment. Now they were on me with the hair and makeup, and we did it actually at my studio space before I had to head on over to the actual venue. And some of the inspos that I provided were Lola Tongue. So I really wanted my hair to look like this, like 50s, 60s, like blowout kind of ish look. I don't know what you would really call that, but I just love this photo that I saw of her on Instagram, and I knew like, ooh, I have to have it. The looks that I've done before have been more vibrant, right, with the colors of the photo shoot where I was blue and popping, but I really wanted a soft glam. And I had this text little message that I went through with Rissa where I was also giving her another inspo. And this is my Leo sisters. So the final product, I just really loved it. It felt so me, especially like my black hair at this time was just kind of new for me too, because in the journey of Guarded, I went through different hair phases as well. I had like brown hair and blonde, but going back to my roots really accentuated this look too. Now going over the details of my actual outfit, so cute. And also a little chaotic because I didn't get my pants until like maybe 2 days before the actual event. It was still in transit, and I was just like, please universe, please let it come in on time. And one of the pants didn't, so I ended up having to use something that I just had in my closet, and it was a good thing that it worked out color-wise. My top was actually handmade and created from an artist based in the UK. I ordered that one way in advance, and it wasn't even originally for this event. It was just to have in my closet whenever I did need it. And then also, my necklace is made locally too, and it had the moon phases as well, which hinted at the concert of, you know, what we're working toward with my live band. This outfit really came together, and it just felt more me, and it was really the first time I showed my original music and the story behind it that personally and intimate, and I really feel like the outfit reflected that too.
Any negativity, wherever you are, don't hesitate. I send you my love from miles away. Surround me, I can't be the one.
Okay, now we've made it to the concert, Guarded Faces of the Moon. Now, in planning the outfits for this huge energetic event, it was at the bottom of my list because, again, I had to practice week by week with all the parts of the event itself. So the band, the strings, the dancers, I had to create some of the visuals on the LED screen and make sure that it was all good to go for the day of, and kind of just, again, holding space for everyone. And so it was at the bottom of my list. So as the days were counting down, it wasn't all there together. I would say the week of the concert is really when I put the outfits on. And to me, that's just wild because there was just, again, so much going on in that event. And so to have the tech rehearsals just the week of, and then even only wear one outfit for the whole run through was just wild. And I do want to talk about, though, the 3 outfits that I had. I wanted to reflect the phases of the moon. And how I did that was I broke it down into 3 phases. So in the new moon phase, I wore all black, because for the new moon, there is no illumination in the sky at all. The moon is completely dark. And so that's the beginning. It's the beginning of the cycle and beginning of the concert. And so you see me at the concert wearing all black, and I really, really love this fit. And I was a little sad that I didn't have too many songs in it, but my sleeves had purple bows, so it was very cute. Again, going with guarded. With me, I just love pants because I feel the most comfortable in it. And I was wearing throughout the whole concert my Adidas like purple and black shoes. And that one I got in Japan, and because I knew, okay, I'm gonna wear this for the concert. And then moving into the next phase, which is the first quarter. So this is slowly building into the third phase, which I'll go over, but it was a custom fit. Now, this one did not get to try it on at all until the moment I walked on stage. So I had no idea if my upper torso was gonna hold together as I was dancing. No idea how it all looked until that moment. And even just changing backstage, it was just like, a little hectic, but I had the help of Mia and Shannon, my besties, who were just like, you look good, you know, you're sounding great, like, no worries. And with the corset, we actually had it made here on island, according to my measurements, and it was really bare at first. So I thought about, again, who I was wanting to trust in my visions, collab with, and who I've done in the past, and one of the people that came to mind was Audrey Cruz. So I've worked with her through designing one of my Instagram posts for these events that I do called Third Space. And she's just so open to it and is just a bright ball of energy, and her creative mind is amazing to witness. And so when I wanted to add some color to the corset top, I thought of her. And I went ahead and gave her, I can't remember if it was a mood board, but I did give her just some guidelines toward creating the top, and she exceeded my expectations, had all the elements, and it was just so me. And it was just so special that at one point I was like, man, I'm really gonna wear this and sweat in it. But, you know, I did it, and it held up well. And then completing that look in the first quarter phase was my bubble skirt. And so that one I also had custom made. Again, not seeing how it was gonna look, but I had some dance numbers in that one, and it felt great to be on stage and just feel free, and something I normally wouldn't wear. In the last phase, it's my favorite, the full moon. So this is all about releasing and letting go of things no longer serving you, people, energy, anything that you don't need in your life. And to me, of course, have to reflect that in the color white, because when the full moon's in the sky, it's in its full illumination. So bright. And it also reflected how I did the photo shoot and putting out the content too for the social media. And this outfit, I wore white parachute pants, again, being comfy. I wore a white sports bra, because again, just holding the torso up there. And then Justin, my choreographer, actually made the white shawl that you see. And it was just so, again, comfy and cozy, and that's just how I love to be on stage, especially being that intimate, sharing my songs, sharing my truth. And I felt so good in the full moon phase because I also knew the concert was coming to an end, and I knew I did what I had to do while looking good. Okay, I want to talk about some of the details among the fits, but also like my nails, my hair, even my tattoos. I'll start with my hair. I had one look throughout the whole concert, and again, just like the outfits, didn't even get to do a styling practice with it. When I sent the inspo to Abby, she did deliver. She practiced with her coworker, but again, not on me. And so we really were just figuring it out in the green room, like moments before I had to go on. But it looked so cute, and it matched my first outfit with the bows, because I did have bows in my hair. And she had these little earrings pieces that she actually put in my hair to make it kind of just shine and sparkle. So that was super cute. And I love that she really talked me through the hair styling moment, because she was asking me again like about some of the choreography and am I really moving my head a lot. So she was really all about movement when styling my hair, and I really appreciated that. With my nails, they weren't long. Usually like when I do my nails, I love to get them long, but I do work F&B, so I knew I had to go back to work shortly after the concert, and then they were really short because I was playing the guitar. So that was something I had to keep in mind and told my nail tech, but she delivered too, because even though I couldn't have like gems on top of it or the length that I normally would go, she kind of made this like 3D-ish bubbly top, and it just popped really nicely. And so in some of the photos that you'll see, I'm holding the mic and it does shimmer on stage, and I love that. And it was going with the themes, the colors of Guarded. With my tattoos, one big part of me is my spirituality. And so whenever people ask about my tattoos, I always like to say that my left arm is dedicated to my spirituality. So I kept that in mind with some of the outfits that you see, and I wanted the left arm just to be shown. And Rissa did help too by putting some body glitter on top. So when I look back at the photos, my arm looks really bright and vibrant, and it just makes me happy and know that this was money well spent. Another aspect for details was exactly the designs on the corset. So I did mention about I might have given her a mood board, and she included some of the elements that represented me. So for instance, I had her put the number 1 on the corset because in numerology, that's actually the number that I have for this year. And that's what will just guide me. The energy of 1 will guide me through the rest of the year. And the concert really kicked off the year, being that it was in January. Another design she put on was the third eye. That one's really important to me because Guarded, the album, represents the third eye chakra with the color purple. I had to have that on there. She also put lyrics of one of my songs. It's the last track on the album called I Feel Free. And she made it in a spiral because I also talk about having this spiral mindset when I was writing the album. And spiral is actually another track on the album too. So those were just some little cool elements that she added in her own touch. Whenever I collaborate with these amazing creatives on Island, I always just want to, let them flow, let them have their brains just do what they need to do. I don't want to constrict them too much because, again, that's why I'm trusting in the collaboration. And now I want to talk about another extension of myself, which is the merch. Let's go get it. I'm back. This is my merch and my first line, which I call the Guarded Collection. Now, when I thought about putting out merch for this album and to have it at my concert, I thought about who I am as a fan of just music in general. So all the artists that I follow, and whenever they go on tour, sometimes I see that their designs kind of miss for me, and also the quality of the merch. And that's just really important to me, especially when this is another avenue of supporting an artist and you want something to represent them. With all of the merch, they're all durable, they're all intentional in terms of the color scheme and also who I actually collaborated with to get this done. I couldn't do it alone. Her name is Lena, and she goes by Endless Beyond. I know I wanted somebody that could listen to the music, hear my stories through it, and also, again, create their own world. And that's what you see here, the guarded world through clothes. And I just really love how freeing I feel in it. And one big thing I like to talk about too is that when you put on my merch, not only are you looking fly, but you're also guarded and protected, and your energy is safe. The Guarded collection consists of my shorts, which are cozy and comfy, like how I like to be on stage. My Guarded hoodie, which has this crest in the middle that has the logo of HC. And then also on the back is a sword. It also, to me, kind of resembles Zelda. And she is, royalty and protective and divine energy when I think about her character. So in that sense, They have the shield and the sword, again, to protect your energy. I have the festival fan. So one thing about me too is I love to go to raves, and so I wanted to include that into my collection, especially because whenever you are at concerts, you're hot. You need to fan yourself, and so what better way to do that with the guarded fan? And then I also have some socks. For me, I love white socks when I go to the gym. Those are my go-to color, goes with anything. The tote bag is a collaboration with one of the sponsors for the concert, and I actually worked on the design for this one too, and it was a little bit of Lena's designs as well as mine. And then I have the long sleeve. This one is my second favorite. The hoodie's my top. But the long sleeve actually has my face as the phases of the moon, and it actually goes down on your left side because, again, I talked about how my tattoos are my spiritual arm here, and so I wanted that to reflect on the long sleeve. And then, of course, gotta brand myself, so Harmony Chea is actually at the bottom of the long sleeve in the back. Thank you to everyone who supported the journey that is guarded. I hope you enjoyed all the things that really brought the vision to life. Comment down your favorite looks, I'd love to know. And then you can also follow for any more updates on my Instagram at officialhcmusic, where you can also see that the merch is available to buy online.